Hello investor and trader, welcome back to another video. So it's been like what, almost 2 weeks since my last video. It's just that this month so far has been very slow for me in terms of day trading. You can see this month right here, my P&L for this platform kind of break even. I'm up like 27 bucks. I made several thousand there and I lost several thousand there. So in the end, I kind of break even. The reason I didn't want to post these trades here because I don't see any good content. That's why I decided not to post them. But this video is not about be about that. I just want to change things up a little bit. So this video, I like to talk about some swing trading ideas, maybe even day trading ideas too, because I made this post right here on my. Sometimes I see ideas I post on my private chat room. Now, first of all, I'm not promoting my chat room, okay? I do not sell any courses or plan to make any courses. I hate selling courses. That's just not me. Or sign up for this and sign up for. I don't want to sell anything. I just want to give free information. That's the whole idea, okay? So you can see here, August 3rd, I made this post on one of my chat room. I said W looking good for upside to this price and for tomorrow. Notice it's August 3rd. We go to the chart in a little bit. Then I said could be a good entry around this price range for tomorrow. But ideally, I like to enter around 250.15 or higher. We want a higher high. So I make a screenshot, show what my thought process, and then I said W is a fast moving. It beat earning because earning is August 5th. This could easily move back to 300, no problem. Okay, so let's go back to W real quick. So I made that post on August 3rd, right? All right, so it's like right here. So you watched my other video, how I swing trade. I like this kind of setup, right, on the daily candlesticks. There's a bunch of red candle from 300 all the way down to almost like 250. That was like $58 drop. Then suddenly I see this, when I start seeing this right here, like this, it's really got my attention, because this is 4 or 5 consecutive red. I like that a lot. Just like how I catch a falling knife, but this is just on a bigger time frame. Instead of the 5 minute, 1 hour, and 30 minute, each of these just represent one day, right? So I'm waiting for a reversal signal. Notice the stochastic and RSI is slowly sloping down. That means the bounce is happening pretty soon. Sure enough, another big red candle. Great. Now the chance is going to bounce even higher. This is what I look for on a swing trade position. Then I saw this pin bar shows up. But hey man, this could be it, right? Waiting for the next candle. Make sure it's a higher high. I want to see this high right here. It says right here the price right here. So the price high right here is 244.89. For a $200 stock, I like to at least a quarter above it. So 245.10 or whatever, right? As long as a higher high and a higher low. Now you see the low right here, it is 234.18. A higher low would be like 234.5. Again, since it's a $200 stock, give it like a quarter upside and a quarter downside. A higher high and a higher low. Sure enough, the next day it created that candle. Very nice. So that's why I made that alert on the 3rd. You can see the date right here, right? And I said, hey man, this thing has huge potential up to 300 because you look at the past history, the past 2 years, it makes some pretty big move, right? See what I mean? Yep. So let me go back to 3 months. So this video is going to be about that. Like, what do I look for on, for a swing trade or even day trading too? So that was a pretty good trade, and my chat room took that trade. I took that trade too, but I sold kind of early. I sold like somewhere right here, but it went up all the way to right here, so it's okay as long as we make some money, right? So another stock I like to talk about is Amazon. You can see right here I have a sell order for Amazon. I bought Amazon yesterday. Let me go to the 2-day chart at 32.23, somewhere right here. Now I have some Amazon already. I'm just kind of like average down my cost. My average cost Amazon right now after I sell this around 3,400. I currently holding 50 shares on this account, and also have another tens of shares on my other account for swing trading and slash investing too. Like I said, some of the stock I invest and I also day trade and swing trade with it just to capture that move, right? So Amazon, I bought yesterday somewhere around here. Today I decided to sell 20, 32, 29, pretty much near the peak right here. So why did I sell it right here? Mainly because when the market opens today, you watch the Q, right? I think I mentioned many times when I trade because the Q. I noticed the Q popped pretty good, and I look at Apple, Facebook, other stocks. And I saw that, hey, they have a pretty good pop, right? A several dollar pop, or at least several, not percentage wise, but a bigger pop than Amazon did. So I'm just thinking, you know what? I think this could go a little bit lower because if you look at the daily right here, it's really created a lower low. You see that? So far, it bounced off of this moving average, the 150 EMA, but then yesterday it created a lower low, and today I'm like, you know what? I don't think it can go any higher, so I decided to sell 50 shares, so I made like what, $200-300 on that trade. Now I want to buy it again. Like I said, like you see today, it's not going to show any P&L. That because I'm still holding, like I said, for swing trading, so that's why it shows zero. Okay, so another stock I talk about today is WW. Now, I'm not a fan of wrestling, but their stock looks kind of fun to trade too. I used to watch this stock back in 2018. Let's go 5 years. When I was like super newbie and I saw this big ass move, I'm like, what the heck? That's crazy, right? So ever since then, this stock has to make some crazy moves. Let's go to the 3 months, 6 months. Let's go 6 months. So now I notice it's a huge gap down today, over 25%. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch this stock for the next couple days or weeks, maybe a week or two. I need more candlestick just to see if this is gonna bounce or not, because WW fundamental is not that great. I'm not a fan of the balance sheet, nothing like that, but could be a potential swing trade right here. Another stock that got my attention today was let's see, based on my notes, Wix. Now, Wix, I used to trade Wix back in 2020, last year, a lot during last summer. So let's go to the 2-year chart. Right here, when Wix around the mid 250s. As you can see right here in 2020, let me go back to my 2020 P&L. Where's Wix right there? You can see I made like 25, 26,000 off of Wix. Yeah, I trade a lot of Wix back in the day. Ever since Wix took off for here, I'm like, okay, forget it. It got way overpriced. Now you're saying now you're trading. Yeah, I like to trade some stocks fit my criteria slash fundamental in a way. When I start seeing this right here took off like that, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna chase it, right? You see the stochastic and RSI on the daily, that's way too high. But now, finally, I missed this part. I missed this right here. I was watching it, but I missed this bounce. So now it's going back to the low 200. So it definitely gets my attention. So do not be surprised. Future trading videos, you may gonna see me trade Wix again. So let me go back to this month P&L or today P&L. There we go, zero. Okay. So this could be a potential trade. I need more candlestick formation. What I'm trying to avoid is this right here. See, when a stock falls, right, it doesn't mean jump in. You see that gap right there? And then another gap right here. My friend got in around 82, 83, and he thought this gonna bounce. He has a huge gap right here. No, not all stock gonna bounce because this stock fundamental is a piece of crap. That's why it still hasn't bounced yet, right? So that's what I'm trying to avoid. I need more candlestick formation. So don't just jump in when you see a big gap down, especially these $100, $200 stock. You can see it here, right? Just look at this in the past history. It had a massive move, right, in like 2-3 months, from 100 almost 300. Of course, time to fall back down to the ground, right? I mean, hey, you look at the daily, there's still no reversal signal yet. So therefore, that's what I'm trying to avoid when I look at these gap up and gap down. Need more candlestick formation. Another stock, BTX. So this is a biological company, I think. Massive move right here, you can see, right? Let's go to 6 months. From July, 1 month, dude, 1 month. This thing really double, more than double. So therefore, it's gonna go back down. So the daily, starting right here, it's really look bad. Meaning, that's a pretty big red candle compared to this candle, right? Let me go to 3 months, you can see a bigger picture. So this is what I do when I day trade. I like to look at the daily, just have an idea what it's gonna do in that intraday or for the next day. So you can see this candle and this candle is almost the same size, right? So therefore, today, most likely it will go down. And it did went down. It went down significantly. I didn't trade the stock today though. I was watching it because it popped up on my scanner. Man, look at the bull trap right here, another bull trap right here, another bull trap right here. Finally decided to bounce right here. But overall, in general, this stock, I think it could go much more down. Look at the stochastic. it barely starts sloping down. Look at the RSI, it's sloping down. So therefore, this stock could probably go down to here, maybe, I don't know. But so far, it bounced off of this 20 EMA already. You can see right there, 20 EMA. So an ideal price for day trading today was 335. So let's go back today. 335, so happened right here. But during this time, I'm already done trading. Normally, I like to trade or watch the market for the first hour or two, at most 3, and I'm done. So by right here, I'm already done watching the market. I'm really tired. So I missed this pop right here. So nope, missed that trade. Another one, MRNA. This stock right here, I lost big last year. You can see it right here. But if I decide to hold mRNA, oh man, I made a lot of money. You can see right here my big loss last year. mRNA right there. There you go. Whoop. There we go. I lost 10,000 mRNA. The funny part was this time right here, I made some money and I lost some money, but overall I lost 10. Because you can see a year ago, I was trading this in the 60s and 70 and 80 right here. Right here last year. I was trading like 2,000 shares, 4,000 shares back then. Can you imagine? I decided, you know what? I'm just gonna gamble and hold it. Who cares? Hold it here. Oh man, if I decide to hold this over $500,000 gain or more, but then again, no one expects this, right? It's not just gone parabolic. So therefore, this stock is very risky now. So you can see on the daily right here for the just look at 3 months chart, a bigger picture. Massive run, severely overpriced. You can see RSI is very high. A lot of buying. Maybe a lot of people shorting this thing, create a short squeeze. I don't know. But what I do know is it's kind of gone parabolic, right? From 200, 240 right here, kind of going sideways, and suddenly just took off massively, almost like 100% gain. And then suddenly a big red candle shows up near the $500 level. And then suddenly this happened. So I was watching mRNA today with a friend on a conference call. I pretty much just narrate what I saw today. It's kind of funny. I didn't trade today. You can see right. There's only Amazon, but I was just watching this with him. He's still learning how to trade. But we were watching this like very carefully, and I told him when these kind of stocks right here. First of all, you need to look at the daily. When you start seeing a big red candle like that, it's kind of indicate okay, this is going back down. So on top of that, you can see today, right, from 355 quickly dropped down to 320. That's a pretty big drop. Then I told him during this price right here, watch for the bounce, but watch for the previous high right here. But then when a stock dropped this much in this short period of time, and especially this big of a run up right here on the daily, you know that it most likely going to continue to the downside, and it did. So in other words, when I start seeing this big move up, and then suddenly, start pulling back from 2 days ago, it is a better idea to go short on these kind of trade setup rather than going long thinking it could make a V shape. It could, I don't know, but the chances are is very slim, especially with this kind of massive run up. So that's mRNA. Another stock that I'm watching right now on the daily base is for making that move, either swing trade or day trade, is TTWO. They miss earning or whatever, I don't really care. All I care is the price action. So it went from what, almost 180 down to 150. So that's like a $30 drop. That's a pretty big significant drop. But notice now it's kind of bouncing in this candle. You see from this high right here and this low right here. So it's kind of between this big ass red candle right here. So my price of interest is around 155, 156. Sell target maybe even 165. In the future, I'm pretty sure it's gonna fill in this gap eventually because overall this stock, the big picture, is pretty good. They make Grand Theft Auto games. When GTA 6 comes out or announcement comes out, I can see this stock on a spike, maybe break above 210 in the future. Okay, one more stock is Amazon. No, let's do two more. Amazon. So I've been watching Amazon for days ever since the missed earning. And I decided to, make some swing trade and even day trade this thing sometime. I can see right here, I already sold 30 shares already. But now the price I am interested in is this price right here, the 200 moving average right here at 232.5 or something, or even down to here at 3100, if that even possible. We need more candle. So Amazon, what the good thing about Amazon is that it's for sure gonna fill in the gap eventually. We just don't know when. On top of that, every single earning in the past history, like if you watch my other videos, especially how I swing trade, several weeks before earnings or even a month before earnings, the stock tends to rally up especially for Amazon and blue chips. I can see it right here, right? So earning, the E stand for earning around August. Look at this. July and September, oh sorry, July and June. You can see 2 months is right up toward earning date. Same for here. Lock stock pullback. Again, 2 or 3 months prior to earning, it tends to rally. You see that? And then earning comes. And then same right here. See, 2 or 3 weeks before earning, it rally. Same for right here. 2 or 3 weeks, it rally. So what's the pattern here? Same for here. 2 or 3 weeks before earning, it rally. Therefore, Q3 coming up around October or November, whatever the date is, it's going to tend to rally, maybe fill this gap at 3,500, 3,600. And if it does beat earning, I can see this go above 3,800 toward the 4,000s. Now, I'm not a fan of analysts projection. You know, like if I go to Amazon, what I learned over the years is analysts, they are in the business of projecting these price range up and down. You know, they always change the damn price anyway, like this right here. It is better to do your own analysis. Just look at the fundamental, the PE and stuff like that, the forward PE. Look at the growth rate. You can do the discounted cash flow method, stuff like that, to calculate what is the intrinsic value of Amazon, stuff like that. Don't always rely on this price action. As you can see, some of the right here, right? This stock was very hot a year ago before the massive tank. Now look at this. The analysts just change like, flip of the finger. You see what I mean? So therefore, don't rely on this stuff for you. It's fun to watch, but don't always rely on that. Always rely on your own analysis. Overall, now let's just do real quick. The fundamental of this company is crap, right? You think about it. $1.3 billion. Well, before it was like what? $200 stocks like 4 times. So it's like a $4 billion company, and it still has a negative income. So therefore, at this price, it just, again, this is one of Cathie Wood's stock back in last year. Anything Cathie Wood buys, the public just buy it with it. They create a lot of hype, just like Coin right now, and just like Hood, right? Cathie Wood announced she's buying some Hood stock. Next thing you know, this thing went parabolic all the way to 80 something. Now bless those poor souls that bought this stock in the 70s, even the 80s, because right now it's in the 50s, probably even going even lower, because there's no fundamental for Robinhood at the moment. We don't know what the company gonna do. It just gone IPO. And you watch my you watch my previous video, I did mention that I do not like to trade IPO. It's just simply too much risk, you know. Although it is kind of fun to capture all these big ass swing here and swing there. Here, the funny part was, let me show here. This month, I think I made a Robinhood trade, but I lost some money. Well, I made some, I lost some. There we go. Yeah, down like 300 bucks. I made a trade on Robinhood a couple days ago. I don't remember what day it was. But yeah, it just, something for me to trade for fun, but it's not my, my favorite stock to trade for sure, because it's just too much risk. Okay, I think that's all I have. Oh, one more stock, Clorox. Another swing trade potential for Clorox. Now, Clorox, I've been watching this stock for quite a while already, ever since the crazy run up from this right here. So it had a massive run up due to coronavirus. Everybody know, right? Everybody washing, buying, sanitizing, stuff like that, bleach. So this massive run up right here, and then just suddenly tanked. So this is where I start watching Clorox. Now, fundamental Clorox is still a pretty solid company. It's just that it's being overpriced due to the COVID surge. But recently, it had a huge gap down to 160. Right now, it's above this. You see this candle right here? Again, it's in this channel right here, right? So I like to buy this stock again in the low 60. I mean, 166 is not that bad. I can see the stochastics are sloping up on the daily, right? And the RSI is slowly sloping up. All we need now is this another couple day candle to stay above this moving average, which is the 6 daily EMA. Then the next target is up here at 173. So there's more potential up here, but I'm pretty sure in the longer time frame, maybe toward the next earning, maybe this stock probably go back up to 180 or 170, something to fill in this gap. But we will see. So far, this stock is not doing that good. It's still a downtrend, which is good. I mean, if you zoom out on the bigger time frame, like the weekly, it's kind of oversold right now. If we zoom more out on the monthly, the bigger time frame, You can clearly see. Now we need to zoom out more out to see. Yeah, see there's the candlesticks down here. This is where you want to buy, by the way. See down here, this is where you want to buy. Now look at that. Same thing. Now hitting this right here. So this price could be, it could bounce. If you watch the 10-year chart, see Clorox sometime hit the 50 EMA, the monthly time frame, not the daily, the monthly. It tends to bounce. It bounced right there. So I don't think it'll go down to here though. I hardly doubt that. If it does, hey man, even better. I mean, long-term Clorox is still a pretty solid company. I mean, think about it. When you think about bleach, who do you think? Clorox. So therefore, it has a moat. It has a competitive edge compared to other bleach company, and also pay a pretty nice dividend. Not that great, but pretty nice dividend. So for swing trade right here, it's not a bad position to build. Preferably the lower 160, the better, like 161, 162, even 163. But if this support breaks, if it hits 140 right here, because that's the next support on the monthly chart, it'd be even better. So yeah, that's all I have for today. Been kind of long already, 21-minute video. Okay, so hopefully you guys doing well in the market, better than I did, right? So far this month, I'm up 26 bucks. All right, see you guys in the next video. Bye.